have Philip Wartena. He stopped by with us. He's a photographer for Ledger-Enquirer.
Yes.
And you got some things we're going to talk about and everything. And we got callers holding. I'm going to go ahead and take these calls, and then we'll get into talking with you, Philip, about what you do. And Miller's got some, I guess we got some pictures.
Yeah, we'll try to get some pictures up of his work on
that. But I got these callers
Good
holding.
stuff.
I'm going to go ahead and get through with them. Good morning. I think with the coming years, there's going to be a lot of changes, and I think we're going to see South Columbus. Hopefully we can get where we don't have a South and a North Columbus. I hope we get, like you're saying, we have Columbus. Philip, tell us about yourself then.
Well, I've been a photographer for the Columbus Ledger for the last 4 years, and basically my last day was Friday, and I'm just getting ready to go back to California, where I'm from. So I'm just coming on to...
I got to tell you, Calvin, got a call from him on Friday. He was very enthusiastic about this show. He's like, I got to get on this show. I love this show. I watch it all the time. I got to get on there with Calvin.
I love listening to the callers' reaction. Yeah, it's good. I saw the last one with Mayor Weatherington when he was on. Yeah, I always enjoy it. Always fun to watch. But let's see. I'm going to be going on a road trip, and I'm going to be doing this project. It's called Sip, Snap, Savor. And we're going to be basically, my girlfriend and I, Melissa Schilling, she's going to be coming out. She's a wine and cheese consultant. And we're going to basically go from Columbus to Atlantis to New Orleans to Austin, all the way through back to California and up through LA. And we're going to be eating with families all the way through. And we're going to be dining, and I'm going to be photographing the experience, and she's going to be getting old recipes from the family members and whatnot. So that's the big thing I'm looking forward to.
You'll have a website or something people can keep up with you on?
Yeah, it's kind of a tongue twister, but it's sipsnapsavor.blogspot.com.
Okay.
So
say that again.
Sipsnapsavor.blogspot.com.
Oh man, I can't remember that.
I can't remember.
There will be a test later on in the show, Calvin.
SSDSBC.
Yeah. If you Google my name, Philip Wartena, you'll probably find it.
Okay.
If I could spell your name, I could remember that.
No, it's difficult.
So what's your plan when you get to California?
You know,
you don't want to leave and come back to Georgia, do you?
No, you know what?
Have you ever been? I mean, you from California?
Yeah, I'm from there. I was born and raised in the Bay Area. And
so you know the way of living out there is a lot different than out here. So it won't be much of a culture shock for you.
No, you know, the number one question I always got here was, why did you come out here from the Bay Area? And it's beautiful to come out here. It's easy to slow down and relax. You know, the hard part is actually going back. The culture shock isn't coming here. The culture shock is going back, where it's like, you know, speeding up and everything's quick, and you know, like, there is traffic. The traffic's a serious problem. The parking's a serious problem. You know, there's just a lot more things going on. But here, it's just been wonderful. I'm sad I'm leaving.
How many years are you working with the Ledger here?
4 years.
Yeah. How did you get started in photography?
I got started really young. My father was an amateur photographer, and he helped me on the way, kind of pushed me. He built a darkroom.
You know, I asked you when you sat down if you'd ever heard of a guy named Mac Duff Everton, and you said no. Well, anyway, Mac Duff was at our place a few years ago, and he's a national photographer. He does a lot of panoramic views. It's in a lot of magazines. In fact, the week he was there, he was in Mademoiselle.
No.
What?
Oh, one of those other ones. It was
very similar.
Yes, but it was higher class than that. I can't remember the name of it
but
now.
It's a story just about him, you know. It's fine. And what was really interesting about it, I asked him, how did you get started doing it? And he had left and went to Europe. Just as a 20-year-old going to bum around Europe.
Right.
And some guy dropped a lost a camera, and he picked it up, and somebody says, take my pictures, basically. So, I mean, he started from a found camera, and as a world-renowned photographer, from it, major magazines and everything. In fact,
huge commercials.
Well, did you have any
commercials?
Did you have any inspirations? Somebody inspired you to be a photographer? I mean, look at his stuff. I like to emulate that.
There's so many. There's so many great photographers out there now. You know, honestly, it was just kind of wanting to make my dad proud, and so you kind of like wanted to do what he did, but kind of do a little bit better.
Yes.
You know, kind of do that kind of thing. So I've kind of gone along that lines, and then I just found out that I was good at that, and I wasn't good at much else. So I figured I'd just continue with taking pictures.
Dad's still alive?
Oh yeah, he's still alive. Yeah.
So hopefully you're making him proud then.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
We got to go to break. We'll be right back talking with y'all. Yep, I got the peanut butter in my mouth crossways in. We got some pictures or something.
Yeah, let's throw up some of your work there, Philip, if you tell us a little bit about this. I'm looking forward to seeing some of this.
Most of these photos are going to be sports photographs. This is a portrait of Schmitz, one of the local swimmer from Columbus High School. This is, I think back 2005, Hardaway High School goalie. That's the goal that went in and they lost their chance for a state championship game. This is Bragg. It's a little close on it, but that's just a sunset. This is a couple softball players, basically just having fun in the rain during the rain out. Just a sports feature. That is the catfish. Oh, I love it. That's the when they won their championships.
I thought we were looking at the Columbus Ballet.
We were. This is Speedy. He's a Pacelli running back.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That is the back of 2 softball players. Some of these pictures are huge. That's Brookstone's players this year.
Oh, my old
That's what I was
here.
going to say. Yeah, this is the wrestling. Right, the local wrestling. I'm not sure.
Is that the local stuff?
Yeah, that's the local. Right on Milton.
Okay, yeah, that was the old Jerry Oates profession.
That's right,
yeah,
exactly.
GCW.
That's another. That's the first year I did the Dandy Dozen here. That was a great series.
Well, basically, what do you start trying to look for when you go out to shoot? What are you trying to catch?
You know, everything. I just look at it.
Come on back to it.
Okay, now this is one of the one of the most popular pictures.
Yeah, made it on the phone book.
This is on the phone book. Yeah.
You did that shot?
That's right. Yeah.
High five. Good shot.
There we go.
Good shot. I love that shot.
I do too.
Yeah.
What do you look for?
I mean, it's just whatever. I see whatever we come into a different place, it's different backgrounds, it's different things going on, you know? I mean, there's a lot of levels and layers to what's going on, but usually you just look for good moments.
Have you ever shot any celebrities?
Not,
maybe the
I can't, not really.
The most well-known person you've shot, who would that be?
Most well-known, Lance Armstrong.
Really?
Was when he was here.
Oh, during the site tour to Georgia?
During the tour to Georgia. I mean, not really. You know, I can't quite think of it. You know, Columbus doesn't exactly allow me to shoot a lot. Actually, Hulk Hogan.
Oh, the Hulk.
There you go. And with you. Yeah, I did a photo of him, and he was my badge, and his arm is actually as big as my head.
Yeah, 24-inch pythons.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
Things are huge, Cal.
What is, it seems to be there's a draw to a lot of people wanting to get back to black and white photography. Have you?
You think so? I mean, black and white photography is just pure. It's the essence of whatever's happening.
And,
you know,
and it'll always be. You think so?
Yeah, because I mean, with with color, it's great, but you end up having too much information. And with black and white, you have just it's just what's going on, and it's just I don't know, it's beautiful.
Do you prefer to capture it au naturel, or do you like to set up your shots?
Well, we don't, in journalism, that's not how we do it. We like to get whatever's happening, you know. But I also like taking portraits and setting up and being able to create the environment. I like both.
Okay.
You know, I'm really big into Photoshop and stuff like that. So, and I've definitely been going that direction. So it's you know.
Well, what has digital done to the world of photography?
Well, digital, I mean, it's been great. I think what's happening now is you have the chance to experiment without worrying about cost of film and developing and that kind of stuff. You can take pictures, you can erase, you can go back and try it again. You know, so that is that. But it's so convenient that you end up with tons and tons of files.
Do you shoot digital now?
Oh yeah, we shoot all digital. Yeah. But I don't know. Digital's kind of taken away some of the magic and the surprise. You know, that got me into photography in the first place. You know, like sitting there developing it. Or when we go and you shoot, you have a couple rolls of film and you're excited because whatever you shot was there and you knew it was gonna, whatever the event was, you look forward to it. Now with digital, if it didn't come out, you find out right away, so you're upset right away. You know, you don't have any of that kind of excitement to wait. You know?
It's kind of like now knowing what your sex of your baby is going to be before it's born.
I guess
surprise,
exactly.
Good analogy, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just like that. But it's also a good thing, you know. It's making it easier for everyone.
Well, Philip, we're out of time. Wish you got that code and got through his summer. And we certainly do appreciate you being with us today, being patient with us. Miller, Nan, thank y'all for being with us. Hope you have a blessed day, and we'll see you tomorrow.